Calisthenics was my life since 13 years old until now. It's been 7.5 years or something like that. After you reach that, you will auto-sabotage yourself because your brain isn't supposed to go mentally past that.
Huh. Interesting.
know?
That's crazy. That's crazy. This really needs to change. Yeah. Oh, wow. Okay.
It's like I'm out of this world when I'm training,
Hello everybody, welcome again to another video. Today I have another guest for you. His name is Nicolae. We call him Robi. He's 2 times national champ. He has over 7 years of experience in calisthenics. He competed in multiple competitions worldwide. He's a beast. We're going to have a very interesting discussion about community, calisthenics skills, injuries, and all that good stuff. So make sure you stay until the end of the video because I'm sure we all have something to learn from him. Please give a like and a comment to this video so we can help the algorithm. So without further ado, let's jump into it. Enjoy the video. Hello, Robi. Thank you very much for coming.
I appreciate the invitation, bro.
I'm very happy we finally meet face to face. I followed you on the Instagram and on YouTube for, I don't know, more than a year. And it's an honor for me to finally meet you in person. I already made an introduction video, so we can just jump directly into the questions.
Yeah, bro, sure.
So my first question for you is, how did you get into calisthenics? How long ago? What's the main reason behind it? What's the story there? If you can tell us.
It's a pretty funny answer, actually. So I have a cousin. We are very, very good friends, let's say, since childhood. He was pretty fat, let's say, he started to do 10 push-ups in every hour, and I was like, if he can do it,
You can do it.
Yeah, I can do it too, So I started doing 10 push-ups every hour. Of course,
But you weren't fat or something. You just wanted to.
No, I was skinny as fuck.
Okay.
I was very, very skinny. Of course, the push-ups weren't the best one. They looked like shit, actually. But yeah, that's how I started. Then I went to the gym for, I think, 2 months.
But how old were you when you started?
7 years ago. I was 13.
13 years old. Okay.
Yeah.
Basically, just doing push-up in your own bedroom.
Yeah, exactly.
For no reason, like you didn't think about building muscle at the time or something like that.
No.
It was just.
No, this started in November, and then I went to the gym next year in March, I think.
Okay.
For 2 months.
So when you went to the gym, what was the reason? You wanted to become muscular? You wanted to become to be, I don't know, liked by girls, to attract? What was the reason behind it?
I don't know. I didn't had a reason because I was too young to understand these things.
Okay.
I wasn't going to the gym to build muscle or to have a healthier lifestyle.
Okay.
It was just, I don't know, an activity that I wanted to try, and it went pretty good in the end.
So you did it just for 2 months?
Yeah, so I went to the gym for 2 months. Then I discovered a calisthenics park.
Okay, here in Bucharest.
Here in Bucharest, yeah. That was near me. I found that park, then I was like, what the fuck are these bars?
Okay.
What are these guys doing here,
Okay. And you've seen in that park people doing crazy stuff like, I don't know, planche, front lever, or just basics?
No. At that time, there were only 2 or 3 people in Romania that could hold a full planche.
Oh, okay, okay.
So
we're talking 7 years ago.
7 years ago, yeah, in 2018, I think. Yeah.
And you've seen people doing, I don't know, basics like
dips,
dips,
like muscle ups, pull-ups, maybe a back lever or a front lever.
Okay.
But that was the maximum,
And you ended up going to the gym and started going to the park.
Yeah. So I quit the gym. Then I started to go in the park because it looked more fun.
Okay.
But again, I was doing only push-ups, trying some pull-ups. It was nothing serious. I was just playing.
Yeah. And you were going alone, or did you have any friends?
Yeah. I went alone. for
That's
I
pretty
don't know
cool.
some months, and then I started to talk with the guys there.
Okay.
We were, I don't know, 7, 8 people maybe at that time, and then more and more people were coming in the park, and the community was growing bigger.
Hmm.
But then it slowly started
Decline?
to decline. Yeah,
Why? Why is that?
I guess they are too old now, or something like this, because these guys were like, so I was 13 and they were like 22, 23 maybe,
Ah, okay. So they
something like
were,
that.
yeah, they were pretty not old, but they were like with
Yeah,
7 or 8 years bigger, older than you.
yeah,
Hmm.
exactly.
Okay.
They
And
were maybe, I don't know, in high school or university.
yeah, they probably quit or they probably started doing something else.
Yeah,
Or
yeah. I
but
mean, at some point in life, you need to focus, on just work, family,
yeah,
work,
yeah,
family,
yeah. Yeah.
and
Well,
and that's why I think.
I'm 30, man. I started calisthenics at 28. I'm not 30 yet, but I will be this year. So I
It's
plan to do it like forever.
it's never too late.
Yeah, that's my opinion also. Yeah.
It's never too late. I mean, Valentin, who is the strongest plancher
The,
in the world, he's
yeah, yeah.
the same age as you.
Yeah, exactly. And Livan is also 30. Tavares is
Nah,
36.
I don't think Levan is
Yeah,
30.
it's 30.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just went 30
What
like
the fuck?
a few months or 1 month ago or something like
He
that.
looks like a 15-year-old
Yeah,
child.
I also had the same reaction. I thought he was like 20 maximum, but no, he's 30.
Okay.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. I also believe it's not a matter of age. You can do this also at 30. You can do this also at 15.
Yeah, there are pretty old people that do crazy stuff.
We have Tavares. You know
Yeah,
Tavares.
yeah.
He was like second place in the
In sub.
sub. Yes, last year, and he's 36, man.
Yeah.
Like wow.
He's pretty insane.
Exactly. Yeah. For me, it's a very big inspiration. That guy.
I don't know how this sport is still working for him.
I don't know, man. He's strong as fuck. He's really strong. I've seen him. I follow him on Instagram. He's doing crazy
His
shit in
biceps still
dynamics.
working at 36.
Yeah, and he's a fucking monster. Yeah,
Yeah,
Looks
indeed
like-
he is.
it's not a matter of age. You can do
Yeah,
it.
yeah, not at all.
But okay, you started with simple things like dips, like push-ups, like muscle ups. You said. How did you get into statics in more advanced skills? How did you find out about planche? But I know there wasn't a lot of resources back then.
Yeah, actually,
How did you find out about them?
the only resource I remember looking at was Chris Heria.
Yeah, exactly. I also saw Chris
And
Heria
he was doing like
in high school.
not basic but pretty basic stuff.
And he was also in dynamics, not only statics back then. I think he competed in. There were not many competitions back then, but
Yeah, I don't know about that.
I've seen some old videos with him doing 360s and stuff like that. on
Yeah, he was
dynamics.
doing like a 360, a muscle up
Yeah,
360,
yeah,
nothing
exactly.
much.
Exactly. And how did you start training statics?
So I remember Chris Heria had some tutorials on planche, handstand, stuff like that.
Yeah,
I was watching them, and then also the guys in the park inspired me a lot because I saw them doing muscle ups, front levers, back levers, maybe a straddle planche or a full planche. We had a pretty strong guy back then that was doing crazy stuff in planche area, let's say. Also, there was another guy that I remember. He's not training anymore, but he was doing pretty insane stuff on rings too. He was doing like butterfly, Maltese,
whoa.
and no one knows him.
Okay.
Literally, no one knows him.
And he's not on YouTube anymore.
No, he was never on social media, but he's from, let's say, the old school community that we have here in Romania.
Okay.
Calisthenics started in Romania in 2013, something like that.
Okay.
So 12 years ago.
Yeah, it's
And they were
pretty-
doing only like
pretty young.
pull-ups, sets and reps, They were focusing on endurance, let's say, and
Mhm.
muscle building.
Yeah, and
not
Okay, that's pretty cool. So there was a guy in Romania doing stuff on rings, which
Yeah.
was he was older, and now no one knows about him. Now
No one.
this is a
Yeah.
like sounds like a legend. I'm very curious who's
Yeah,
this guy.
he kind of is because he was very, very strong at that time for Romania. And he never went to competitions. He never posted on
It's
social
like that
media.
guy. What's his name? Ziolus or something? You know, how I don't
Well,
know.
he wasn't that strong. He wasn't that
Yeah.
strong, but
But
for
so, sorry to interrupt. It's like that. He's a very strong guy and not going to any competition. I didn't see him
yeah,
in
yeah,
any
kind of, yeah. As far as I
competition.
know, Ziolus went to Burning Gate a couple of years
Okay.
ago,
I didn't know.
and also some cup in Poland.
Okay. Yeah. So he's Polish.
Yeah, he's Polish.
Okay. Okay, man. Great. Cool. And so you started. Have you ever considered doing dynamics or just statics?
I never liked dynamics, but I tried to learn some dynamic skills for the thrill of them, for the adrenaline that you get when you do a 360 or something.
Mm-hmm.
And also because I needed them in competitions.
Yeah.
But when I got pretty strong in statics, I discovered that, well, I don't need dynamics anymore.
And
I'm
you
already strong in statics, and I can win only by doing static skills.
and you decided to focus on statics.
Yeah,
only.
only on statics.
I think I saw on your Instagram page you said that you won a competition or on YouTube. I don't remember exactly. You won a competition only by doing statics, even though the other athletes were
Yeah,
doing both.
yeah. This
statics and,
happened 2 times in the national championship.
Okay. Oh, so the 2 times you won the national
Yeah.
championship, you
I did only statics,
nice. Wow.
and
Great.
I competed against guys that had pretty decent dynamics.
Mm-hmm.
But I think dynamics are way easier than statics, and there are like 8-year-old kids that do 720 and
True.
pretty crazy stuff.
That's true. That's true. Mm-hmm. It's yeah. I also believe statics are way harder than dynamics. Speaking about competitions, I wanted to ask you, since you competed in multiple, like you said, you won the national championship 2 times. You also competed in international championships, right? You went.
Yeah, I went to Belgium 2 times. One time in Anvers and then in Brussels. One also.
Nice.
I went to Brussels Static Cup
Mm-hmm.
and another competition held by the guys that have Never Offline, if you know them. It's
I'm not
called.
sure.
Fuck. I don't know how the competition is called.
It's
but
okay. We will
anyway.
we will talk after, and maybe we will put on a screen or something. It's no problem. I wanted to ask you which one was your favorite and why. From all the competitions you went.
It's either the World Championship, the second time I went there, because the first time was pretty fucked up.
Why?
I got an enterocolitis right when I landed, because I landed at like 1 a.m. or something like that, and I was hungry as fuck. I had no place to eat in Latvia because they close every restaurant at like 8 p.m. or something like that.
Oh Jesus.
So I ordered food on Bolt, and of course I got a kebab or something like that,
Okay.
and it wasn't good at all.
So this was one day before the competition.
Before the competition, yeah.
Oh fuck. Okay.
In the competition day, I threw up 4 times before I went on stage.
Jesus.
Then I couldn't eat or drink any water for 3 or 4 days.
Oh my god, man, that was
I lost like
such bad luck.
Yeah, I lost 6 kgs, bro, in 4 days.
Oh my god.
Because
Oh,
I wasn't eating and drinking at all, and I think that's why I kind of failed my first run in the World Championship.
Yeah.
That was 3 or 4 years ago.
That's what I was about to ask you. What was your age back then? So you had like 16
I was
years.
So the first time I won the national championship, I was 17.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm.
The world championship, the first time I won the national championship, I was 17. Then
Okay.
the world championship was in Russia, in Moscow.
Okay.
And I needed to get a visa because they don't allow you to go to Russia without a visa. I needed a tourist visa. The guys from the World Federation could help me get that visa, but I was 17 and I couldn't travel alone.
Oh, so you okay? Yeah.
So I missed that run on the World Championship when I was 17. Then I went to the World Championship next year when I won again. So that was, yeah, 4 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
So 4 years ago, I won the national championship for the first time. I couldn't go to the World Championship because I couldn't travel alone.
Yeah.
Then the first run that I had on the World Championship was when I was 18. So I could travel alone. I can do anything,
Do
you know.
whatever you want. Yeah.
Yeah, and back then was
You went. You were on the 9th place or something.
that was the second time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the
Nice.
first time the World Championship was held in Riga, Latvia.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, both times the World Championship was there. I think now they will do it in Sofia.
Yeah. Yeah.
As far as I know. They
I
changed
saw.
the place and the time so many times.
Yeah, this year will be in April, and it's going to be in Sofia. Yeah.
Yeah. I remember last time when I went to the World Championship in 2023, I think. The guys were talking to do the World Championship in Malta.
Mm-hmm. Beautiful country. I went there.
It is, yeah, because some guys from Malta came to the World Championship back then, and they talked with the director and the guys that work at the World Federation, and they wanted to do the World Championship in Malta.
Mm-hmm.
What happened? I think they didn't. Let's say they didn't make an agreement on money, so they canceled it. That's what I think happened. Then they wanted to do it in Czech Republic. They failed again. I don't know why, but yeah, they are doing it in Sofia.
In
now.
Sofia. It's okay. It's pretty close. Maybe we can just go and I don't think you
Yeah,
can
we
compete because
No, but yeah, I can't compete, but I really want to go there.
I want to. Maybe we can go together.
Yeah, we jump in the car and
We are there like in 5 hours. Maybe.
yeah.
That's great. Nice. So yeah, which one was your favorite?
So the favorite ones was where I went to the World Championship the second time.
Mm-hmm.
That's when I got the 9th place in lightweight category, again only by doing statics.
That's crazy.
And then I think it was the first time I went in Belgium for sure.
Nice. And you also met, I believe, all the high-level elite athletes in World Championship, right?
Yeah.
Because that I can go with my next question with this. Well, do you have any favorite athletes worldwide, and who is he if you have?
I don't really have a favorite athlete, but I can say that I like very much Calisthenics now.
Yeah, I also
He's
love,
pretty strong and he's very big,
Crazy.
bro. He's tall and he's like 75 kg or something. He's insane.
and he also have an insane physique. He's
Yeah.
Huge.
He's shredded as fucking very, very big.
yeah,
Also,
And
Valentin, because he inspired me so much. He was my biggest inspiration. That's why I got into planche so much,
okay,
because I saw him doing pretty crazy stuff and pretty big numbers.
like doing 10, 10, 10 and
Yeah,
stuff like that. I didn't think that was even possible until I saw.
I think he did 14, 14, 14.
Yeah, I think exactly. The highest he went was something
Yeah.
like that, 14, 14. Jesus Christ, that's insane. That's crazy.
Yeah, so Calistrama, Valentin, and then again, static athletes.
Mm-hmm.
Levan, Ilyes, Onizuka.
Oh my God, Onizuka is like crazy. I go on Instagram and I saw Onizuka doing like 2,000 front lever pull-ups, and I'm like,
Yeah.
Jesus,
I think his max was like 40 something pull-ups in front.
yeah,
lever.
man, it's crazy. It's insane. His pull power is fucking
Yeah.
crazy.
Also, I like his style the most. I like Onizuka's style the most because it's not always who's the strongest or who's doing the let's say the hardest skills.
Mm-hmm.
It's also about the style.
Yeah, I agree.
The style,
100%. Yeah.
Not only the form, but the way you combine elements, the way you jump from one skill to another,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
and overall how your combos look.
100%. Totally agree. Yeah, he's very strong. Okay, great. let's jump a little bit into your injury. Let's talk a little bit about it. I know you already talked about it on your YouTube and Instagram accounts.
Yeah, no problem. We'll do it 100 times if needed.
Yeah, for the people who don't know, Robi had a bicep tear. Unfortunately, this is a pretty common, I would say, injury, especially for that type of level when you reach pro or elite level, if you want, because doing so much planches and combos from planche, it's a lot of pressure on your bicep. The human body, I said this in previous videos. The human body is not supposed to stay in that position for too
Yeah,
long.
the human body wasn't built for this.
Exactly. Yeah. So let's talk a little bit about how how it took place. It was like 7 months ago, right? So no,
No,
sorry, nine
9 months ago.
Yeah,
Yeah, the time passed so fast.
I remember. So yeah, I remember.
9 months
that
ago.
story on Instagram when it happened. Your story. I remember your story said like it's over for you, and I was like, oh my god,
Yeah.
man. So it must be so hard for this guy, especially mentally. I was thinking like this: when you reach that level like yours, pro level, high level, going to competitions and stuff like that, basically this is your life. Calisthenics was your life, and I believe it still
Yeah,
is.
it still
your
is,
life.
yeah, for sure.
And when an injury like this happens, it stops everything.
Yeah,
For
because
me, mentally, it's so hard to
yeah, because I felt like I lost all my work, you know. I worked
exactly. Yeah.
so hard for 7 years. It's almost half of my life, 7 years, you know. And I was so down mentally, I couldn't do anything for a couple of months. I was just waiting for time to pass. I was gaming on the PC all day,
Hmm.
just to do something that didn't let's say involve physical activity, because of course I couldn't do anything, but also because I wanted the time to pass faster.
So you can recover.
Yeah, so it was like, bro, I want a time skip.
Oh my god.
You know,
Yeah, yeah.
I want to time travel like 1 year or 2 years when I'm already back in the game.
I can't even imagine how hard this can be mentally, because physically, yeah, it's painful, but
Yeah, it's also hard physically. Imagine I couldn't even lift this Red Bull can with my hand. I couldn't eat. I couldn't even do a bicep curl like this. You know.
so basically you couldn't even use your hand for anything. Like
Yeah. So I
That's
lived
crazy.
3 months with one arm.
That's crazy, man. You could have trained for one arm pull up though.
Yeah. Imagine I couldn't make food for myself. In the first week, I couldn't take a shower myself.
Jesus.
You know, because I had this very big cast from my shoulder to my pinky that
Crazy.
weighted about 3-4 kgs, maybe, I don't know.
That's crazy. That's insane, man. It's insane. And were you thinking like, I'm never going to do this again when it happened?
At first, yes, I was like, damn, it's over, you know. I will never come back. But I knew there were guys that had the same injury and came back stronger in one
I
year or something
saw.
like that. Like Onizuka, for example.
I didn't know Onizuka had it. I knew Nikki Leon had it.
Yeah, yeah. So Onizuka tore his biceps in 2019, something like that.
Okay.
And he came back stronger than ever 1 year later. With SATs, with
Yeah, like
everything.
doing 15 pull-ups in SAT.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Exactly. 1 year after his bicep injury.
Wow. Wow, I didn't know this. I didn't know. And he posted this on YouTube? His journey?
Yeah,
with,
bro, don't you know that video?
I didn't know that. I didn't know it. I have to watch it.
Bro, this video is so legendary. His comeback.
Wow. Okay. I knew Nicky's video on his.
Yeah.
He also made a video and with his recovery, and he was able to do a full planche. I think after 10 or maybe 8 or 10 months, something like that.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
pretty crazy. So yeah. So at first you thought you wouldn't do this again. It was very hard mentally. But how did you find, or how to say this correctly? How did you find the motivation or the resources to
To start again and
to start again and mentally win this battle? Because I think the most important thing is to win this battle mentally.
yeah, to be honest, I don't know if I won it mentally till now,
Okay.
but because I've been doing this for so many years, I literally don't know how to do anything else, you know.
Hmm.
So this calisthenics was my life
Yeah.
since 13 years old until now. It's been 7.5 years or something like that. And because again, I've been doing this for so long, it's like I can't quit now, you know.
Of course. Yeah.
I already spent so many years on training, learning, trying to do something with this sport and of course live out of it.
Yeah.
And now I can't quit.
Sure. 100%. And I beg you not to quit because I'm really sure you're going to
Yeah,
be stronger when you come back.
from my position, I don't really have a choice, you know, because I can't quit now.
Yeah.
I know that I can come back.
And you will.
Yeah, for sure. This biceps injury will not affect my training in the future, you know, or at least I hope so. It's not a, how do I say it? It's not a very harsh injury.
Mhm.
You don't have any limitations before you recover, you know.
Yeah.
So it's not like I have any deficiency on movements or something like that.
Mhm.
So yeah, I can come back and be stronger. I can do supination again, no problem.
I also I think it's going to be a little bit of
Yeah, it's
fear
yeah, yeah,
maybe
yeah,
when
yeah.
doing the
It is. Yeah,
first.
it's hard. It's very hard mentally.
Mhm.
I remember when I did my first tuck planche after this injury, I was like,
Yeah, yeah,
also
yeah.
like my first pull-ups, and you know, I was like,
Scared not
yeah,
to
scared.
broke anything
Yeah,
or something.
I
Yeah.
had the strength to do it, and I was recovered enough to do it, but I wasn't prepared mentally,
Yeah, yeah.
and I limited myself mentally, not physically, you know. Because for sure, even now, I think I can do a straddle planche with no assist,
Yeah, but it would
but I'm too
be
scared to do it, and I don't think it's worth to rush the process, you
yeah,
know.
yeah, and to risk it. Right. I know you have a training program right now with a physiotherapist, right? That helps
Yeah, yeah.
you. Mhm.
I've been going to the physiotherapy since I don't know 2 months before my surgery or something like that.
Mhm.
Because for 2.5 weeks I had that very big cast, and then I had an orthesis, I think it's called, with that I could change the angle of flexion and extension, you know,
Okay.
for the elbow.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And I had that for another 4 or 5 weeks. I was changing the angles of flexion and extension in every week by 10 grades, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
And then I went to physiotherapy, started to recover mobility. It was very, very painful at the beginning because I had no range of motion on these biceps, basically.
Mhm.
And also, it was very hard for me to do pronation and supination. This was the hardest part, not the flexion extension.
Mhm. And right
So,
now, I think you already did a tuck planche, right? You already
yeah,
started to doing
already did
pull-ups.
tuck planche, advanced tuck planche. Last time I did pull-ups, I could do 7 reps.
Oh,
So
okay. So the recovery is going pretty well.
yeah, it's going pretty well. It could go better,
I'm very
but
happy to do it.
again,
To hear
I
it.
don't want to rush the process.
That's great. I mean,
I mean, nothing can happen. I can't tore it the second time. At least not from the insertion. I can tore it from the origin.
yeah. I hope it's not going to be the case.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm taking things pretty slow, and I already did the straddle planche with the 25 kg band. I could hold it for 8-9 seconds with
Nice,
no
nice.
pain, with pretty good form. I'm I'm sure
It's
I'll get them back pretty fast, you know,
it's
because
also
I
about the
already,
mind-muscle connection.
yeah, exactly, and also I already have the knowledge, you know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I know how to train. I know which muscles to activate. I know how to do the form correctly,
Yeah.
and it will be way easier now.
Yeah, of course.
Even if I'm starting again from zero, it will be way easier because I have the knowledge.
Exactly. And the patterns also created in your brain for
Yep.
the mind-muscle connection. So going back a little bit to your injury, do you think it was the main reason that caused it was the stress you had in that time? I know you had a stressful period with the school, with the exams, with everything.
Yeah. It wasn't because I didn't had enough warm up.
Yeah, because exactly, people say, oh, he didn't warm up.
Yeah, but it was my fourth combo, bro. I did 3 similar combos before, and also with archer suppi push-ups.
Yeah.
You know.
So this happened in an archer suppi push-up, right?
Yep, exactly.
It wasn't Maltese. It was an archer
No,
pushy.
no.
Okay, pushy, an archer suppi push-up.
Yeah.
And did you had enough sleep, or everything was?
Yeah, everything was on point, except the stress factors. Because at that time I was working so much on a new planche book, and also I had some exams in university, so I was pretty stressed, and I was also preparing for a competition actually.
Okay. Oh, okay. That's
Yeah.
2 times bad, let's say.
Yeah.
But did you have any? Did your body tell you
No
something?
signs, bro. No
sign,
signs.
No
I had
pain, no nothing.
previous problems with my biceps, with both of them, but I didn't had any pain for like 6 months back then. And I remember when I started that workout, I was like, what if I tore my biceps today and I can't compete anymore like tomorrow?
Wow.
Bro, it just came in my head like that, you know?
Man, that's so fucked up. I mean, you had this thought in your head,
Yeah.
and no pain, nothing, no signal from your body.
Nothing.
That's scary. That's scary.
Yeah, because it's scary because it can happen like anytime, you know?
Yeah. I guess that's why not many people go or reach that high level of calisthenics, you know, like doing. I'm not sure if this is probably the fear. It's one of the reasons to go.
I don't think the fear is the reason why people don't have such a high level. I think it's their knowledge, and also they are very limited mentally.
Okay.
Because in order to reach a very high level,
you
also need to have a pretty strong mind. Because I remember when I was training for 5-5-5, I was like, I want this so bad. I want to do 5-5-5. I want to do 4-4-4, you know, 3-3-3, 4-4-4, and then 5-5-5. And I was like, holy fuck, I can't reach it. But the reason why I wasn't reaching 5-5-5 combo was because I limited myself only to 5-5-5. You know, so that was the highest level I could reach in my head.
Okay.
And I couldn't go past that. But
then it makes sense.
When I started to think, okay, I already have 5-5-5. I'm pretty sure I already have it. I just need to have a pretty good day. And I don't want to focus on reaching 5-5-5. I want to focus on reaching something even bigger. You know, like
it's all about the
9, 9, 9,
limitations
10,
you put
10,
in your
10.
head, right?
Yeah.
I
Especially
also agree with that.
Especially in these combos that you require a lot of endurance to do them, you know? Because it's not only about strength, it's also about endurance, and endurance is mostly mentally, not physically.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Because just think about it. At a marathon, you don't need to have pretty strong legs, you know?
You just need to be able to resist for that long period of.
Exactly. Yeah. It's the same with these combos.
True. Yeah. So you say thinking like, I want to reach 5-5-5. This is my goal. It's actually
I'm limiting myself
going
only
to
to
limit
that.
to only. Yeah. That's a pretty interesting tip actually, because what I understand from this is that if I don't know, my goal is to reach planche push-up, for example, I shouldn't be thinking.
Yeah, you'll be stuck to the planche push-up.
Yeah.
That's because if that's your end goal, you will never go past it.
You always have to think bigger, right?
Yeah.
And if for me,
bigger,
for example,
but you need to be realistic about it.
Yeah.
You know,
makes sense.
So you don't do stupid stuff. So for example, you want to reach a full planche push-up.
Yeah.
You will not start going to do supination Maltese, you know.
Of course, yeah. It's all
Like
it's
you can think bigger. I want to reach Maltese on supination,
yeah.
but you'll never just jump in a Maltese, you know.
Of course, yeah. You have to respect the stages, let's say.
Yeah, yeah. So you need to do everything realistically and
Train specifically.
yeah, of course, of
Mhm.
course. And also, this is a theory that I like a lot. If you set these kind of limitations and you limit yourself only to one planche push-ups, let's say, after you reach that, you will auto sabotage yourself because your brain isn't supposed to go mentally past that.
Huh.
You
Interesting.
know,
Interesting. Okay.
you limited your brain at only one planche
Doing
push-up,
one. Okay.
and if you go past it, your brain will start to, you know, auto sabotage yourself without you even noticing it.
Huh. Interesting. And how would you? What would you do to change this? What would you do in order for not this to happen?
So
How the mindset should be?
you need to, let's say, set higher limitations. But when you reach a goal, so you reach the planche push-up, right?
Yeah.
You need to instantly change your mind. I already have it, you know.
Okay.
I don't need to work anymore on this. I need to work on reaching, I don't know, 5 planche push-ups.
That's very good advice.
And also, I think when you want something so bad, you already have it. Because otherwise it wouldn't come into your head like this, you know.
Yeah, makes sense. But you also have to be patient. Like, okay, let's say
Yeah, of course.
some guy who doesn't have any, I don't know, 3 seconds planche hold, and his goal is to do one planche push up. Let's say he just really wants it like very, very bad. It doesn't mean it's going to happen like that.
Yeah, of course, of
Yeah,
course.
he should have patience. He should train for it. He should at least have a, I don't know, 3 seconds hold in full planche.
Yeah,
in
for
good
sure.
form. And then, yeah. So as you said earlier, we have to respect every stage and just don't jump into, I don't know, some crazy skill without having the
Yeah,
easier-
without having the foundation, you know?
yeah, yeah.
Because at the end of the day, nowadays, holding a 3-second full planche, it's nothing. It's basics.
Yeah, exactly. That's very interesting because 5 years ago, it was elite level. I don't know,
Yeah, yeah.
maybe 6 or 7 years ago, it was elite level to hold a full planche. Right now, everybody does it.
Yeah.
That's crazy how this sport
And it's
evolves.
basics now, you know?
Yeah. It's crazy.
Because the sport is evolving and it's changing. It's changing, you know?
And so fast. It's
Yeah, it's changing pretty fast because there are some guys that specify themselves on only one skill, like Valentino on the planche, you know, and he is creating new stuff.
Mhm.
He brings new skills, new combos, new ways of training, and this is changing the sport a lot. And without these guys that specify on only one skill, like he does, the sport wouldn't evolve, you know.
yeah.
Because
And
in order to master something, to know everything about it, you need to put everything you have in that thing, you know.
sure. Yeah.
He wouldn't have this knowledge if he wasn't training only for the planche.
True. Yeah. And also, like you said, it's enough for one guy to reach, I don't know, let's say a planche on thumbs.
Yeah,
So let's think about it like this: no one on the planet does planche on thumbs. It's enough for one guy to do it, and after this, a lot of people will start doing
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Because it's also mentally, it's a mental battle. If no one thinks it's possible, no one will train for it, right?
yeah, of course. Yeah.
But if you've seen it
Exactly.
in someone, more people will start
Exactly.
doing it.
And also that guy that will get thumbs planche, he'll have the knowledge and he can teach other people to do it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's amazing how this sport evolves. I think I'm not sure if there are similarities with other sports, but calisthenics it's unique in this sense, you know, because it's evolves
Yeah,
so
yeah.
fast, and thinking that something is impossible, and the next day you'll see that actually someone does it.
Some people say it's calisthenics. It's pretty similar to gymnastics. It is, but at a basic level, you know, because gymnasts have many more disciplines that we have. They need to jump. They have rings, P-bars, straight bar, you know, and all the other pommel horse and
Yeah,
flipping and you know all the other stuff. But for us, we only have P-bars and a high bar.
yeah,
You know,
yeah, exactly.
the skills might be similar. Yeah, they also have multis. We also have multis, but they never do multis presses. Well, actually, they do multis presses, but
They do multi presses
Okay.
on rings, I think. I've
yeah,
seen.
yeah, but they don't do it on the ground. They don't do it on P-bars. They don't do it on fingers. They don't jump from a Maltese to a
Yeah,
planche. You
yeah,
know,
yeah, exactly.
a better example would be planche because they have planche, but they don't have planche push-ups.
Yeah,
They don't have all the
fingers
planche variations, finger planche. Yeah, you know.
Yeah,
So it's similar, but at a basic level.
yeah,
And calisthenics, it's for sure not turning into gymnastics.
yeah, for sure. I mean,
Some people have this opinion.
and I don't think some the people understand the difference. You know, like you said, what do gymnasts do and what do calisthenics do? Calisthenics is
Yeah.
more like, as I see it, is more like a street sport. It's unfortunately it's not regular.
It's like football was in Brazil 50 years ago.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
You know,
And I hope that it's going to be, I don't know the English word for this, reglementat.
regulations.
Yeah, regulations. Yeah, I hope it's going to be regulated in order to have some specific rules, you know, because right now competitions, it's really hard to
Yeah.
judge competitions because some people judge it in a way, some people in another way.
This would be great, but I think it's impossible, at least for now, because let's say you make a table with every skill, and full planche has 2 points. This has 1 point. You know, but maybe for me, planche it's easier than front lever,
Yeah,
and I will have a different perception for it.
yeah,
So if for you planche is easier, but for me it's harder, you want to give that guy 2 points for a full planche,
yeah, it makes sense. Yeah.
and I want to give him 3, you know, or something like that.
It's going to be pretty
This will
hard
happen
to-
only if, let's say, top 10 or top 20 athletes in the world sit at a table and really think about it. Let's make some rules that every competition can follow.
Yeah, but it would be helpful, in my opinion.
Yeah, for sure it will be, because nowadays there are a lot of competitions with different rules,
Exactly.
with different
Exactly.
types of judging, which is not bad, but you know, if you are going to 5 competitions a year, you need to follow 5 different sets of rules, and it's pretty hard, you know, because
Exactly.
maybe in some competitions this rule will give you higher points, but in the other one it will give you lower points.
Yeah, you have to
know?
prepare differently for each competition.
Yeah, and you
Yeah,
can't
it's-
prepare. You can't have 5 different preparations, you know.
Yep. I hope it's going to happen sometime soon. Like you said, some top athletes sit along and decide on.
Yeah, I think
some
that
specific
that's the
rules.
only way.
Yep. Okay, great. Let's go back a little bit to the skills. So, as you said, you focused on planche.
Yeah, mostly planche.
And
Yeah.
this is your favorite skill, but you also, of course, train front lever pull-ups because, first of all, you need it in competitions, and you just can't be one skill athlete because no one does only one skill.
Well, there are guys that do only one skill, but for example,
Yeah,
Chris,
but
Chris
they-
Alvarez in sub, you know, he
Uh,
had a 1 minute round and he did only front lever.
yeah, you're right.
Front
There are
lever and
people-
Victorian for 1 minute.
There,
You know?
there are people. There was also a guy in Bucharest at the competition from Sense for Fit Summit in this summer. There was a guy, I don't know his name. He's from Bucharest, and he only did pull-ups
yeah.
in front level.
Yeah.
And he won against that guy from Alex from Baku. And Alex did more combos. He did
Yeah, but it's not about the variety of skills, bro. I hate people that say, oh, you need to have a good
Variety.
variety. Yeah, you need to do statics and dynamics too. No, bro. I mean, a combo with a 360, 540, and a planche hold will never beat a combo that has one planche push up, one planche press, and a front lever
Yeah,
touch.
yeah, of course. Yeah, it makes sense. This is
Yeah, you do.
exactly why we should have regulations.
Yeah,
That's
you do more skills. You also do dynamics. You do push and pull. But if Valentin comes and does and he does a 2 minute round with only planche, you know,
yeah.
he can beat everyone else, even if that guy has dynamics or
Yeah, but
even
imagine
front level, you know.
imagine so now we're going to make a parenthesis, we're getting away from the question a little bit, but imagine a battle between Valentin and Onizuka is going to do 15 front lever pull-ups and I don't know 10 SAT pull-ups, and Valentin is going to do 15 15 15 in planche. Who is the winner, man?
Yeah, here
It's-
it's pretty hard to
Yeah,
choose.
it's very hard to decide. It's very hard because
Yeah, if you have a battle with a guy that does only front lever and a guy that does only planche, it's pretty
almost
hard
impossible,
to.
right, to decide who's the
Yeah.
winner. Yeah, it's pretty interesting. Yeah, so I was going to ask you if you have any tips for people who's watching for the planche, because I know most of the people who start calisthenics and uh, they like this part, the statics part, because calisthenics is not only statics, but most of the people who like statics is because the planche and they want to learn the planche. Do you have
Yeah.
any tips for it? How can it be learned faster?
So in planche, it's not only about strength, like it is in front lever. I think front lever is more based on strength than the knowledge you need, you know, to do a front lever, and the muscle activation that you need. You need to contract this, you know. So planche requires more knowledge. It requires definitely more focus,
Mhm.
because you can fall from a planche press pretty easily, but you can't fall from a front lever press or front lever pull up.
Yeah,
You know.
true.
Also, balance comes in the planche game. But yeah, get a lot of knowledge, understand which muscles you need to contract, which way you need to apply force. Also understand the form, how you need to place your grip, your elbows, your shoulders, everything, you know.
Mhm.
And then everything will become way easier.
Yeah, so you say it's not as much about the strength as the technique, right?
Yeah, exactly. Because there are some pretty strong people that do not insane, but let's say insane planche skills, you know, like types of push-ups or something. But they don't have the technique, and it looks awful, you know.
Yeah, yeah. Hmm.
It
Totally.
it looks like this skill is not from this sport, you know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I understand, and I totally agree with it.
So planche requires more technique than all the other skills.
You also do coaching, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So for anyone who's interested in get more knowledge and get skills way faster, I will leave Robi's contacts in the description or maybe on the screen. So he does coaching online, and I don't know. You do this in Bucharest live with people, or just online, or how's your business?
Not really. I mostly coach people online,
Okay.
because I don't really have people from Bucharest. I have people from around the world, and it's impossible to
Yeah, of course,
to meet with
to
them.
meet
You know?
everyone. Okay, great. I will leave links in the description. So my next question is, if you could change anything about the sports, what would you change? I'm talking anything about community, competition.
I would definitely change the competition and the way the organizers see the athletes, because I don't think we are respected enough in some competitions. I mean,
But
I
you
went.
say, when you say respected, you mean by the people who organize the competition? And
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
okay,
I mean, I went in Belgium 2 times. The organization was amazing. We had like drinks. The organizers met with us a day before. Everything was perfect. Perfect. But in other competitions, even in bigger ones, for example, in the World Championship, you need to pay a 100 euro fee to be able to participate. And then, even if you are a World Championship and you win, you get just a trophy.
Oh wow.
And you need to pay everything. You need to pay for the plane, for the food, for the accommodation,
Oh
for
wow.
everything. So you are training the whole life to be a calisthenics World Championship.
And gain absolutely
And
nothing material.
yeah,
Man, that's fucked up. I didn't know this. It's crazy. And because people don't know how hard it is to reach that level, to be elite athlete, and so you have to. That's crazy for me. You have to pay money in
yeah, you
order
have
to
to pay
participate,
and you win nothing.
and you win. Wow, that's fucking crazy, man. I hope people. I don't know. I think yeah, that's some economics to this. Like we need sponsorships from like in any
Yeah, I
other
mean
sports.
it's not that easy to do a World Championship, and you need
Yeah,
a lot of money to do it.
exactly. And you
But at least you can give a pair of pay bars or something. I don't know.
this
You
needs
you,
to
you
change.
just get an iron trophy.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. This really needs to change. Yeah. Oh wow. Okay. Yeah, so those were my questions, Robbie. Thank you very much for answering those. There's a lot of knowledge here, guys. I'm going to move now to the questions that you asked on my Instagram account. Let's start with the first one. In a world focused on weights and machines, calisthenics feels like a rebellion. How has choosing this path shaped who you are outside of training? This is a yeah, this is a very poetic one. I love it. I
Is
really
this
love it.
Marcus Aurelius?
No, he's actually a friend of mine, powerlifter actually, a weightlifter now.
Yeah, so calisthenics changed me a lot mentally because every time I'm training, I'm I just forget about anything else. You know, it's just me, music, also the guys around me that I train with. But it's I don't even know how to describe it. It's like I'm out of this world when I'm training. When I'm doing a planche combo, it's like I'm not even there. It's like I'm in somewhere in space,
Yeah,
just flying.
I completely understand. It's like you're high on the best drug ever
Yeah,
or something.
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I know. And how he asked how calisthenics shaped the way you are in general, like in life. It maybe it created some kind of discipline. Maybe
Yeah, for sure, for sure. It created discipline. It created calmness for sure. Because in order to do high skills, you need to be pretty calm. Even if I look angry when I'm doing push-ups,
you have to be calm, like and focused.
exactly.
Mhm.
Yeah, focused and very very calm.
Nice, nice. So discipline and calm, which are fucking important in every aspect of your life
Yeah, yeah,
if
yeah,
you think about it.
yeah.
That's
There.
that's nice. Good. Next question. Which is your source of motivation?
Right now, I don't really have a source of motivation. The only source of motivation is myself because I want to be better every day and I want to live out of this sport. So you can say it's hunger.
Yeah.
It's not someone else, but it's the things that I need to do. I
Yeah.
need to provide for my family. I need to provide for myself. I need to provide even for other people. Like teaching them and giving valuable information to the others. And helping them. So that's my motivation.
Nice. Awesome. This is awesome. It actually comes from inside you, but you think about it like doing this will also help you. I mean, also help the people around you.
Yeah,
Something
yeah,
like that.
for sure.
That's amazing. Great. Next question. Was there a point where you were stuck, and what helped you get over it?
There were many. I was stuck many times, and I wanted to quit many times. I remember I had pretty bad training some years ago. So I had, let's say, 2 weeks of very good trainings, and then one day where I was literally dead. I couldn't hold a full planche. I couldn't do anything, and I just walked away from the park and started to cry. And I was like,
Hmm.
what's wrong with me, you know? Why I can't?
The level of frustration was
Yeah, exactly.
huge.
And what made me to go past these stuck points was anger.
Interesting. So you used anger in a positive way, right?
Yeah, because I was
To
so angry that I can't do the things that I was used to do. I was like, what happened to me? Am I fucking retarded? Why can't
you were
I?
very harsh with yourself.
Yeah, and I'm still harsh with myself because I think that's the only way to progress, you know. And also you need to understand why you are stuck, what you are doing wrong, and find solutions.
Hmm.
Because if you don't find any solutions to your problems, even if they are related to calisthenics, let's say I'm stuck in 3 seconds of planche hold, I can't go past it. I need to find solutions and reasons, you know.
Yeah, totally. That's a very interesting thing you said, right? You said you have to be harsh with yourself in order to progress, which is amazing. I totally agree with it. But I would also ask you, do you think you, I mean, I personally believe you also have to be um, happy with what you achieved, like thanking yourself from time to time, like
Yeah,
thinking
be
about,
grateful for
yeah, be
everything.
grateful. Yeah, that's the word.
Be grateful even when you wake up in the morning. Be grateful for this Red Bull can. Be grateful for everything. Be grateful that you can train today even if you don't have a good training, you know. Be thankful for everything in life
Yeah.
and also in calisthenics.
So
But
be as harsh with yourself as you possibly can in order to progress, but also don't forget
to be
to
grateful,
be
yeah.
grateful. That's power. That's awesome, actually. Great, thank you. Let's go with the next question. I also I believe we already talked about this one, but I will ask you, and you can probably give us a short answer here. How did he recover both mentally and physically from his biceps accident?
Well, actually, I didn't recover fully, not even mentally, and of course not physically because I'm not back on where I was. But yeah, I'm getting better day by day. You know, I want to come back. I still have that thrill in me when I'm training. I still have that motivation, let's say, to be better day by day.
Nice, great. So you said you still have the mental battle right now with the
Yeah, of course, and I'll always have it because I always want to be better, to become better i- in calisthenics as a person, whatever.
Mhm. Yeah, but I'm talking specifically with the injury. So you're still affected on a mental level by it, and
Yeah, of course, because I still can't train. I'm not back on where I was.
yeah,
Maybe this mental breakdown, let's say, will end when I'll be back at it
back
again.
at your level, of course, it
Until
will.
then, I will never say that I'm fully recovered, not even mentally.
Okay, I hope this will happen real soon because
Me too.
I strongly believe you're going to become to come back more stronger than you were before,
For sure.
because this injury for you. I think it was a I don't know how to call it. It was not necessary, but it was something that you will learn a lot from,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
it will help you evolve a
And
lot
everything
in the
happens
years.
for a reason.
Yeah, of course.
For sure.
Great. So the final question, man. Tips and tricks for legs.
Go to the gym. We don't do legs here.
Yeah, I was also a little bit skeptical about this question, and I asked this is actually a friend of mine. I asked him if he was serious about it, and he said, "Yeah, man, I'm serious about it." And then something clicked in my mind because I thought no one does calisthenics only for statics and for the I
Yeah.
don't know the hard skills, you know. And some people like him just train at home with his body weight
To
and
build
uh,
muscle
and
and
to build muscle
general
to
strength, yeah.
exactly to
There are
be
some people that
healthy.
do pretty crazy leg exercises
Yeah. So
like dragon pistol squats, I think, Nordic
exactly,
curls,
Nordic
reverse
curls.
squats. I saw a guy doing, he was hanging himself from his ankles and he was like with the feet up and just lying like Spider-Man and he was doing basically a reverse pistol squat.
What the heck? Why?
Yeah, there are pretty crazy calisthenics skills for legs also,
Yeah,
but they are not very known.
yeah, exactly. And you have to be creative, like
Yeah,
even
yeah.
thinking about doing stuff like that. But yeah, you can do squats, you can do pistol squats, you can do Nordic curls, calf raises, I don't know, Bulgarian split squats. There are a lot of exercises you can
For
do
sure,
at home.
you can do anything. You just need to have enough imagination
Yeah, and
and to search for it.
exactly.
Now you can find anything on YouTube,
Yep.
even in calisthenics.
Yeah, you can find a lot of resources, but you also have to be picky about what you see, because not everything you see it will work for you or it's helpful. I see a lot of misinformation on YouTube, but that's why we have coaches. So I strongly advise you guys, if you want to learn skills, and not only skills but anything related to calisthenics, go to Robi. He's an excellent
I
coach.
appreciate it.
Thank you very much, man, for coming. It was a great discussion.
It was a pleasure for sure, bro.
For me, you are motivation, and I really hope you're going to come back soon and come back stronger and
Thank you, bro.
represent Romania in every competition. I hope you guys learned a lot from this, because it was a very interesting discussion with a lot of knowledge shared by Robi. And yeah, stay strong. See you in the next one. Bye.